Now it begins.
Yo guys, Sticky here, and welcome to the second episode of my Call of Duty Ghost gun review. Today I'll be covering the SA-805 assault rifle. And real quick before we jump into it, if you guys want a certain gun reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below of what gun you want reviewed, and I'll be sure to do it in the next episode. So the SA-805 is an assault rifle with a magazine size of 30. With extended mags, it goes up to 45. The SA-805 shoots at 769 RPM, which is slightly higher than the 750 RPM of the SC-2010, which I covered in the last video. The maximum damage of the SA-805 is 40, and its minimum damage is 25. So this means you'll kill anywhere from 3 body shots to 4 body shots. Now, 2 headshots in close quarters will kill, and you guys should be seeing that right now as I do my demonstration on Stormfront. Now, the drop-off for damage starts at 25.4 meters, so this means you'll be getting 3 body shot kills up to 25.4 meters. And the drop-off reaches its maximum at 40.64 meters. So you'll be hitting your 4 shots to kill and your minimum damage at 40.64 meters, which is a pretty good range. You'll have some pretty good range with this gun, but that comes with mostly every assault rifle, except the ARX. Now, the headshot multiplier of the SA-805 is 1.5, just like it is for the SC-2010, and I think most other assault rifles also have a 1.5 headshot multiplier as well. The ADS time, the aim down sight time, is standard for assault rifles at 0.3 seconds. Once again, the submachine guns will beat that out. The reload time of the SA-805 with an empty clip is slightly on the slow side with a 3.76 second reload time. Now when you have ammo left in the gun, it's 1 second faster exactly at 2.76 seconds, but you're probably going to want to reload cancel, and this is going to take you 1.67 seconds. Now let's jump into the recoil of the SA-805. This gun is definitely going to kick up and to the left. It has an up pull of 55, a left pull of 55, a right pull of 30, and a down pull of 35. So this one is going to kick up and to the left. But from experience, I can tell you that this gun has a weird recoil and it's not very consistent. Now you should note this because the stats of this gun are very good. The stats should complement it, but the recoil is the down factor of this gun, that and the iron sights. The iron sights look like they're good and they look like they're clear, but they are very bulky and they're hard to see your target with the recoil. The problem with the recoil on this gun is not only its randomness, but it's also the fact that the gun bounces back towards you and the iron sights wobble around everywhere. The iron sights also, I'm not sure if this is just something I've noticed or if something that's actually in the game, but the iron sights seem like they tend to sway much quicker, or they start to sway much quicker, and this makes it harder to stay on target. Now the hipfire spread of the SA-805 is standard as well, and the time to kill is 156 seconds. 156, I think that's milliseconds. Yeah, 156 milliseconds. Sorry about that. So overall, do I like the SA-805? Well, it is a very good gun for not close quarters. It can hold itself in close quarters, but you should not prefer it in close quarters. The strength of the SA-805 is somewhere between mid-range combat and close quarters combat. The mid-range shot to the long-range shot starts to get a little iffy with the recoil, and since it is an assault rifle and does aim down sights slower than a submachine gun, it might struggle in close quarters. But it does have an above-average fire rate, which will keep you in contention with submachine guns in close quarters. And so it is a very average gun once again, and if you can manage the recoil and you can tame the recoil, which is why I recommend running this with a grip, then you can be very successful with this weapon. Now, one thing you should remember is that your aim needs to be good with this weapon to be successful, as it does with any other gun, but with the SA-805 specifically. So, my recommendation for this class, I'm not really going to give you guys class loadouts that I would run with, because I run with the exact same class loadout on every single gun just because I get used to it and that's the perfect setup for me. But I will give you attachment recommendations, and on this one I'm going to recommend you use the grip, because the grip is going to be very beneficial when using that iron sight, because the iron sight will bounce around and the grip tends to control it a little bit better. So I thank you guys for watching this video, and if you want to go ahead and leave a comment down below of what you want the next gun to be reviewed is, go ahead and do that. And if you don't, then I'll just go next on the assault rifle list. Thanks guys. Sticky out.